Hello, interlopers. You might want to watch part one if you haven't seen it, or the main part first. I just had to restart due to a system. The game went into an infinite loop. Moose is back. First one here as usual. Welcome anyway. Thanks for the company. Nella is back. Welcome back, Nella. So it probably land us at our warp destination there where we were warping forever. Carrie Bowes is back. Hello. Thanks for rejoining us. And uh, yeah, I was going to the office, wasn't I? The offices, and I'm outside. Oh, no, it's not the office. I'm back at the runway. So try teleporting to the office again. Boy, it didn't lay down any autosaves or anything there. Okay. Looking for mill. Apterkaba office, which may give you a hint. It's in the Apterkaba galaxy, just so the office workers won't be disturbed by random visitors so much. Keep them working, you know. Those base assistants. So I got the. Hopefully it'll warp there properly this time at least. Yeah, made the sound like it's arriving. Yep. So here we are in the office, the central corridor of the office that I just put the teleporter in the corridor, and we've got a landing pad up there that the ship arrives on. It's it's a terbium planet. Yeah. And so that's the entrance protected. There are aggravating sentinels here. If you pick up one of these Gravitino balls, you'll see them. They detect me. So I'll go back inside. Right at the entrance, I got the vaults and the two trade terminals here. Actually, one on each side of the vault. And in here is the office with the worker. And here's an office with another worker. And here's an office with another worker. They each get their own private office. You know, wasn't cheap about it. This is the Exocraft guy. He even sits in his chair properly, although he's a giant now. Uh, he used to sit with just his head on the chair and his body inside the base of the chair, his head sticking out through the cushion. But it looks like he's kind of fixed now. And this is the base overseer. He gets a bigger special office with more windows and stuff, and a little relaxing couch here to he can lay down or have a guest over to just admire the scenery, and decorated by a few glitch souvenirs. And that's his desk. Usually the only guy I visit with any regularity is the farmer. He's pursuing new hybrid plants. It's such fun. Will you help me birth new life? Require considerable plant samples to graft into splice, more than I can grow myself. I'll accept your request. Wonderful. Oh, the new plants we discover. I can already see them in my mind. He wants some frost crystal. So I'll just go into the vaults. My freighter isn't here, so I can't access the vaults from anywhere. I have to actually go into here and get some frost crystal for him. I forget how he just wanted 50 or something, didn't he? So here's your frost crystal. Yeah, I give them to you. Oh, wonderful. I have news for you as well. My latest creation has sprouted, produced the most interesting seeds. It sprouted and produced seeds while I was visiting the vaults. Please take a sample. One sample of dormant flood oak samples. No wonder I couldn't read that word quickly. And the other one to visit is the scientist. He usually just wants some data, yeah, creatures. And he gave me nanites. The other guys, I could, the supervisor guy here, he only wants photos of other planets. You like the terbium planets? Yeah, that's one of the trophies here that I collect. Oops, I collected in terbium growth. Oh, and there's a glitch as well. Calca shroom maybe from runway. Terbium growth, calca shroom. But yeah, lots of calca shrooms, and they're usually nice weather, nice green grass, blue sky type planets. They might even have water, I don't know. but they do have sentinels that'll annoy you. Oh, I got a exocraft summoning station here. And yeah, this is part of what some of them can look out over, is this crater. More of a volcanic crater than a meteor crater, but it's like a crater anyway, I think. And that's the station. I just built on some legs like that uh, off the side of the hill. So, and yeah, solar powered. We got some solar power station here. More power than it needs, I think. 107 used, 150. Only 3 of them are working? No, it must be dusk or dawn or something. They're at half power. Daylight remaining, yeah, just dawn. They're at half power till 1 minute into dawn. So when it gets to 1400 daylight remaining, it'll double the available power. From each one goes from 25 to 50 at the end of dawn. There's 1 minute at the beginning of the day, 1 minute end of the day, 1 minute the beginning and night, 1 minute at the end of night that is dawn or dusk, where you get half power. 2 minutes at sunrise, 2 minutes at sunset, where it's half power. Oh no, I was mistaken. It went to another minute. Still just 25. It should be 50, shouldn't it? There, it's 50 now. And 300 power available, 107 used. Storing up the excess for overnight. That's why it's double the power needed, is there's no power generated at night, so you have to generate twice as much as you need and store it for overnight. And that's why you have the batteries. You don't need I don't need that many batteries. I could have half as many batteries as solar panels. So that's another one of my bases with a bit of a story behind them. That's the only reason I build most of these bases, is to, I thought of some story that I'm trying to support. So Eisen Cobalt, Viewpoint Lodge, Phosphorus, Rattler, The Office. And it's yeah, it won't tell you the current galaxy. Mountain Retreat. It's another tourist base, basically a rest and relaxation base, because I thought it was pretty, especially at night. Some bases are pretty in the daytime and some are pretty at night. Very rare they're the same level of scenery day and night. But I thought that this had a nice scene that I built at. Nice viewpoint at night. lovely looking place. So this is, it's not the one I thought it was, but that's okay. It is the viewport at night. Now I'll get up on the roof here. That's the easiest way to view it. It's a glitch planet, hexagonal. What are the okay, figure out what you're doing there, Typo. Call in the freighter. Hexapod? Where'd they go? Oh, it's the first one. Hexaplate bush. This is where you can find the hexaplate bushes. I think I even marked it where a few of them spawn on this planet, if I remember right. Hex Mountain Retreat. Are those beacons still there? I wonder if they evaporated. I had beacons. I had beacons where the hexplate bushes would spawn. What's that for? Is there wiring on it? I think that's random. Oh, I do have hidden wiring, don't I? Yep. Can I access that stupid thing to just delete it? There is wiring on it. It's a power pole. The wiring does continue, I just can't see it yet. Come on, wire, where are you going? Going that way? There's a anomalous creature. A little popping jellyfish creature. A swarm creature. One way I could probably find it is, yeah. There's a power station down here somewhere. Doesn't actually reveal it. Oh yeah, there it is. Class C power station, nothing special. But yeah, the whole base with one power station. Well, you can see the wires now. Another power pole. Power pole. Can follow the wire back. Great. Not gonna lose my base. it is. With the wire connecting to the metal building, and then the metal buildings are distributing the power. Little ornament on the top of the roof. Yeah, how do I get back in? In the door? That might work. And so I've got the personal quarters here with a locker, more lockers. There's the teleporter and the save point. And a lounge up here, a viewport, a nice round building with glass installed all the way around, with the mountain sliding in. There's that's just the base computer again. Yeah, I was sure. Heating unit. Really? Heating unit. What's a heating unit? You ever seen that before? Destination reached. It's right in front of me. A heating unit. Oh. No. Why is that there? Oh, was it? Oh, yeah. It's yeah. There it is. Heating unit. I could see it from above. And there's a lighting unit, various storage, anyways. Little planter. So yeah, this is my hex plate bush. Oh, and yeah, a little nutrient processor for snacks while you're waiting, or while you're lounging. Now there is landing pads, but they're not nearby the retreat. Wouldn't be much of a retreat if you had starships landing outside your bedroom, right? So the landing pads are, let's see if I can figure out what direction they are. They're down by the ship, yeah. The ship is on the landing pad. I think there's more than one even. Not just one. And I just went past it. It's got hazardous radioactive flora. This is like a cave entrance or something here. Underneath the landing pad. Humming sack with albumin pearls in it. Yeah, oh, there's the toxic hazardous. There's another one. By the sound, I think that's all. Okay, so back up the landing pad. I built it basically over the entrance to the cave, trying to make it so you don't fall in there accidentally, but I probably just made it worse. And you can't see the actual retreat from the base at all. If you fly around, it's a flight restricted zone, obviously. So if you fly around a little bit, you can get a glimpse of the retreat, I think. Somewhere. Was it up there? Yeah. Well, maybe it's not rendering now. I don't know. Hiya, Teflon. Oh, well, thanks. I'll see how it turns out and let you know. Yeah, so there it is. It was there all along. So, landing pad, and you have to go up the hill to the retreat. So it's one of my little holiday bases anyway. And this is another Hilbert base, I believe, so if you want to visit it, let me know. Go back to the freighter. Just Teflon, you're gonna run out of thumbs if you keep that up. You're giving everybody a thumbs up. You'll be thumbless in no time. So, yeah, I don't know if there's any other really nice bases to visit here or not. Pod Station. Let's see, Hex Mountain Retreat. That's what we're at. Pod Station is in Euclid. Threwing Farm. Experimental Research Station. Terbium Church. Nella, you said you liked terbium. Or was it calcashrooms? Maybe it was calcashrooms. Mick Diller, welcome back to the stream. Hello. How's your day going? Keeping busy? Obviously not if you got time to mess around on YouTube, eh? I like all sorts of the exotic planets. Oh, okay. Well, these guys liked the terbium so much they built a church in honor of the terbium, where they every alien galactic week or month they come to the church and hold celebrations of the terbium. So this is the outer room of the terbium church. It's got a teleporter. It's got a trade terminal. It's got a little planter decoration. It's got a greenhouse even with samples of all your plant types that you can harvest if you're poor. A save point, a food processor, and here's the actual church then. It's got an altar up there with seats, facing it, where the priest of the terbium gives standard presentations of the wonders of terbium. He can he must be short. He can stand underneath it and read from the tablet he's got there. And they got a few other little glitches just for decoration and some flags. But the important thing is the terbium, of course. A little bit of carbon planters at the back to well, if there's a full congregation, the air can get a little bit stuffy, so the plants help. And down here, we get rocks invading it so every so often, but yeah, you can't quite get by unless you clear it out for clear out the corridor to the landing pad. Got to have a landing pad for people to come visit. And over here we've got, with its own separate power and everything, a isolated room. If you've seen my other bases, you could probably guess what's in there. A secure teleporter to a vault where you can store all your riches, and the church stores its donations until they use them. And the only way out again is through the secure teleporter. It'll only transport you if your heart is pure, or something like that. They make little income on the side from cobalt. And there's a few, well, there's one manufacturing barrel here, creates antimatter for you. That's the terbium church. It's on a terbium planet, of course. All sorts of terbium bulbs. And the standard terbium creature, anomalous animal. And yeah, the church from the outside, it even has a little steeple with a nice terbium growth on the top, double steeples, and the power for everything probably excessive again. Yeah, I got more batteries than I got solar panels, which is funny because you only need one battery for 2 solar panels in actuality. So there we go. Yeah, for people that forget to bring their donation, there's no excuse. There's a trade terminal right there. You can go get an appropriate donation. That's the Terbium Church. That's in Euclid. So yeah, the stuff like the Rock Ridge Farm here is in Hilbert Galaxy, which, you know, several of these bases were built while I didn't have, at a time where I didn't give myself access to any other galaxy. Then finally for Hilbert, or the big base was still in Hilbert, but I had one here in Euclid. Obviously, it got back to Euclid when they patched that patch in. Hilbert, Toxic Bungalow is in Euclid. Yeah, Toxic Bungalow is actually, I think in one of KJ's Club Planets, the KJ Club, whatever that is. One of her building planets. I didn't build on her planet exactly. I went to the toxic planet that was next to it in the same system, and I built my farm there so I wouldn't interfere with anybody. She said stay 3,000 units away, so I made sure it was 3,000 units. Hilbert runway, Hilbert, Euclid, runways on Euclid, eh? Okay. Eisentam, Eisen Cobalt Enterprises is in Eisentam. Hilbert, I think that may be my only base left in Eisentam. It's got a lot of nice planets in Eisentam, but nice is kind of boring after a while. You want exciting, right? Calypso Galaxy for the Calypso Outpost. And then Euclid, Hilbert, Apterkaba office, Hilbert, that's Euclid, current location is Euclid, Hilbert, another Apterkaba, Sharkfin. Yeah, that's not much of a base, not worth visiting. Colossal Mall is when they brought in the Colossal Planetary Archives. I thought they would be rare, and so I built a base by it, and it turns out the two-wing farm is built on a Colossal Archive. Tiny Colossal Depot is built on a Colossal Archive. Colossal Euclid Emerald Colony, Emerald with a D, where you can mine emerald without a D. Colossal Emerald Colony, GEC, has a colossal archive just over the hill from it. Mushroom Farm then gets away from the colossal archives. Diplo Research, you like Diplos? We could go look at some big old Diplos. Fishing Shack is just can't really fish there, but if they ever put fishing in the game, I'm ready for them. Arpurus S-Class Derelict is also a pod base. The giant hollowed out gourds that you can live in, pods. Colony at the end of the universe is in Lusangola Galaxy. End of the universe is at Galaxy 255. This is a little bit controversial because people claim that there's a Galaxy 256 that you can travel to and build bases, explore, but I claim that it's not a real part of the game even. It's entirely based on glitching travel, and I don't think you can even travel there unless you get somebody to carry you there, which is another clue that it's an imposture of a galaxy. You can't actually travel from star to star within Galaxy 256. You have to get carried there. You claim you have a settlement, but your settlement isn't real, Nella. I hate to tell you this. It's an illusion. The rest of No Man's Sky is very real, of course. Got there via Moose. Yeah, no Man's Sky is a real place, but Galaxy 256 is not real. It's imaginary, dreamt up by people that found a bug somewhere that took him to an illusionary galaxy. So the end of the universe is at Galaxy 255. Your base is outside the outside of reality. Yeah, tell them that they're not real. Their base, their home, it's not real. So, yeah, Hilbert Portal base. Moose says he loves this one. I was not technically stuttering when I called it the Hilbert Portal base. That's what it is. It's two portals, portals for traveling between stars, and two bases. It's a little hard to tell which is which. A base and a portal. A portal base. And I hope it doesn't screw up the warp again. 256 was in the game till Atlas Rises, removed it then from rotation, but it's a copy of Euclid. Yeah, it's a bad copy of Euclid. You can't travel. You can't even travel from star to star. I don't think. Yeah, I'm not sure if the portals work. So yeah, this is my portal in the portal base, a base terminal. It works as normal. If the game will tell me that. So there's the teleporter inside a portal with another portal beside it that has a standard portal in it. So it's my portal base. Cool, eh? With the little landing pad, and that's the whole thing. Wow, hey. The alien-built portal has that slit down the middle. I didn't quite bother to implement that in the portal, but you can only see the slit from certain angles. Yeah, if you light up the portal, it looks even more alike. So we'll fuel up the other portal here and light it up. So this is one of the types of things you do when you spend over 6,000 hours playing a silly game. You may get a little silly at times. Is it going to act up? Is it going to activate? Oh, yeah. But my portal doesn't do that either. The portal shimmers as I look at it, never quite resting long enough for my eyes to process it fully. You maybe think you're seeing double. Well, we'll activate it. I'll just put in any old address. Not a proper address, no kidding. So yeah, their light show is a little fancier than mine, but that's a portal base space. Wish I could get these little wish I could get these things to light up like those. That would be nice to have. Light up on cue. There's the base computer. And it's one base that I have that does not have a trade terminal. Well, I think it actually does, but it's hidden away. I hid some stuff somewhere, if I can remember where I put it. Ah, yeah, there it is. I put a room down there just so it wouldn't be distracting. With all the essential items. It's up to teleporter. Okay. It needs one, I'm afraid. No, there is one. There is a teleporter already, isn't there? Yeah. What am I talking about? It's got one. There's a nice little cave down there, isn't it? So, there's the teleporter. Oh, it's this side is the teleporter. Now, what else do I have? S-class derelict. Yeah, if you're visiting the derelict freighters, some systems have nicer ones than others. They give you S-class mods instead of whatever class they give you. So the derelict freighters in this system at Arporius will give you S-class mods for your freighter, like these things here. These are all the S-class ones, and they're all the maximum maximum rating, 15, 15, 20 for that one. That's the only one that's not 15. Let's see, it's expedition fuel efficiency. It's always good to have, save some money. 15, except if it's in a bonus slot, then it'll give you 44. So yeah, they're not all 15. If they're in a bonus slot, they give you 44 points. But 15, 15, 15 for all those things. And then the hyperdrive range, 375 light years for a B class. That's because it's on a booster slot. The 250 light year is the maximum booster hyperdrive boost you get. So I have 3 of them. Hyperdrive range, 1,000 light years for that one. That's the one that's normally 800 light years. Put it in a booster slot, you get 1,000 light year boost from it. And this one is 50. That one's 200. There's 50. So yeah, and we just have a few others here. 50, And what are these? The Exploration Scientific 15%. We got a couple new ones here. Or no, they're just the, yeah, that's all the standard ones. The interstellar scanner and the matter beam are the only ones that don't actually fit in the same pattern. So yeah, I don't actually have but one, no, I have two boosters on the hyperdrive range. This 375 is a supercharged slot. That's super slot. I got the expedition speed in a super slot and industrial abilities in a super slot. I don't need the fuel efficiency one in a. I've got pretty good support frigates for fuel efficiency. Well, that's my freighter with all sorts of extra tech slots that it can't use. Like if you've got this first screen full of tech slots, technology slots, there's room enough that you can move these into these empty ones. You only need that many slots. You don't need any more slots. But I got nothing better to do but waste my time and build all these extra slots. They might get used someday. Who knows, right? There might be a patch tomorrow that fills all these slots up. And you guys will be busy hunting down little slot expansion tokens to for days. They're trying to catch up, right? I'm ahead of it. That's how you rationalize the waste of time. So, we're gonna look for another base now, I guess. That's the Euclid portal base. Also handy if I want a portal in Euclid. I can come here and it's pretty handy. The other, oh yeah, there's one more point about this base. I think Moose may have encountered it. He even put down like a beacon or something here so he could come back and admire it or something. But you can't see it. You can't see bases that are next to portals that other people have built if they're not there. So you can only visit it if I escort you here. You can visit the place, but you can't see the base, which is a bit of a trick, right? I tell you it's here, I could give you the glyphs and everything, it won't help you. Basically, you have to catch me online and figure out the multiplayer stuff to come see it. You can. I even got the thickness pretty close to the same. The thickness of mine is a little bit thicker than the ancient one, and it's not quite the same height, but from a distance they look identical. And you know, it's much simpler. It's just black metallic legacy parts or something, I think. It's a pretty simple building. Well, it's as good as I could make it, right? I had to close in the base here because there actually is a couple solar panels inside there powering that teleporter. Solar panel and a battery, you know, the usual power supply trick. Somehow the sunlight to run the solar panel gets through those black walls no problem. Never had a power problem. So that's a base that Hilbert Portal Base in the current location. The Lost Colony. Lost Colony is kind of a story base too. It's I figure all these ships running around the galaxy all the time, it's got to be some of them that get lost, get damaged, and the people on it, maybe they all didn't just die. Maybe they built a base after they crashed and they couldn't get back to galactic civilization. What if I discovered one of these bases? Technology poor base. It has, you know, a few animals and plants to eat. And they might have figured out a few very basic technologies like timber building techniques. And they maybe salvaged a little bit of stuff off their ship. They find a few local plants that are edible. Very colorful ones. That's one of those colorful rocks that I think looks like a geck from certain angles. So they planted some of these for food, some of these mushrooms and some of those mushrooms. I got a plant growing up here on the deck that, oh, it's a rock with a bunch of plants on it. A rock planter. And they've got, what is that? Well, the mysterious things anyway. Oh, right near the water so they could try and catch fishes to eat. Someone had one of these seeds, they haven't figured out what it is yet, in their pocket when they crashed. So this pod here is, well, some stuff growing on the roof and tendrils growing all over it. It's actually their home. And they've got, I don't know where they found this electric cube, if it was maybe in their crashed ship that they salvaged. But they made a nice little fireplace here and a workbench or another cot to sleep on. A desk here for a farmer to come visit and teach him farming techniques. Another planter, but all primitive technology with one exception. They got a refiner that busted out of the ship as it crashed and landed in the water here. It was too big for them to move with their limited technology, so they had to leave it in the water. It still sort of works, but you know, it shorts out every so often. I don't know if there's anything else really to see, but that's yeah, I think I did put no, I didn't. I never put a landing pad in for them. They're quite proud. They don't want any help. They're proud of what they've accomplished here. They've been living here so long that they kind of like it now. You know, second generation coming along, knows nothing different. Some of them have gone out to see the galaxy with random visitors like me, but most of them just like it here. And so we try not to disturb them too much. They don't have a teleporter, of course, or a trade terminal. That's the lost colony. Okay, so this is turning into yet another Typo base tour, but I've done this for other people occasionally, and I've streamed it and recorded it, just like this one. So, my bases. There's Primarina. They never told me how to pronounce the name of their town. Typo-based tours are fun? Well, thank you. Portal, Lost Colony, Fort Cobalt. Fort Cobalt was kind of idea was to base it on an old cavalry Indian fort, the old Wild West forts they used to build, you know, with the palisade of sharpened logs. But I don't know, I don't feel like that place. Magnetized radon. Suford just was the original name, I think, procedural name that I added. Hot Mining Co-op. Daffodil Park. That's grows a bunch of yellow flowers. Isolation Station with Frostwort. New Winter Resort. 2 Corvax archives. 2 archives with a base to access them. Hidden Gem. It's just a tiny little base in a nice planet. Hilbert Desolate Camp. I think that's for another S-class Desolate Freighter. Whatever you call them. Nougat Hotspot that has dioxide and nitrogen. Not quite sure why I called it Nougat. Don't remember. Citizens Ammonia. So that's Sister Citizen planet. Another streamer that's kind of cool that I used to follow much more than I do now. She kind of graduated from No Man's Sky a little bit, and I lost interest in all those other games. Farscape Station, just a minor station really, but named after the TV series Farscape that I kind of enjoyed. Overlook is the base at my settlement, built up on a mountainside up overlooking the base. It's got a nice view of the base, but it's just another base. All bases are the same. Aspinge Moldy Citizens Colony. This is another sister citizen system, but it's got the moldy balls for refining into nanites. A particularly productive one. Volcanipolis Barn. We had the dairy farm for tame creatures with food feeders and harvesting machine, milking machine. This barn is some diplos that come feed at your creature feeder in large numbers. Large number of creatures come to this, not just diplos, smaller ones too. Undersea base, haven't really mastered the underwater base building yet. Basic basin base, 12 and 12. That is kind of a special base. It explores the limits of 12-sided base building. There's a simple way to make what's the term for it? A shape with all the sides are the same length and all the angles are the same angle. You make a polygon. The polygon, 12-sided polygon that you can make perfectly with just triangles and squares, right? Floor panels. And so I built this 12-sided base, a basic basin base. I call it a basin base because it's in the basin of a crater. So it's a basic basin base. "12 and 12, because I take this 12-sided stuff to what I think are near the limits of my skill anyway. If you figure out the floor pattern here, it starts with it starts with 6 triangles in a hexagon, and then you put 6 square panels attached to each of the 6 of the hexagon and put a triangle in between each square. Real simple, right? It makes for a 12-sided shape that you can then put walls on and turn it into a building. 12-sided. And you know, it's perfect, right? As perfect as computers can make it, at least. And I made it three panels tall for a reason. Inside we have another 12-sided base with half-size wall sections under the stairs, and it is inside our 12-sided base. So we can go up onto the roof of the smaller one. We got some refinery type industry up there, and if we go halfway down we can get inside, and it's the private quarters with the lockers and a appearance modifier. It's actually the wardrobe, um, and like almost a valet with a little proximity sensor, so it's not powered on all the time. 12 and 12. 12-sided mini base with all the half-size parts. Half-size triangles, half-size squares, and half-size walls. The floor is the same as the ceiling or the roof. Are all that 12-sided figures. So that's my base and base. Basic base and base. Base inside a base, 12 and 12. Building exercise. Why? Because I could. So mill, basic, two-wing farm. Yeah, farm. It has just two wings of greenhouses. Tiny colossal depot. The whole base is essentially, I say basically too much, don't I? Essentially just one of those extension pods of the colossal archive. That's why I called it tiny. The mushroom farm. What was it? Somebody invited me to build on their planet, and I couldn't think of anything I needed except another mushroom farm. At the end of the universe, yeah. See, I told you it was controversial. Hilbert Portal Base, Lost Colony, Fort Cobalt, Idyllic Magnetized Radon Spot, Hot Mining Co-op, Daffodil Park, Hilbert Farscape Overlook, Moldy Balls, Volcanopolis Under the Sea, Basic Basin Base, Second Foundation. Of course, you know, it has to have some sort of tribute to one of the greatest science fiction authors of all, is Isaac Asimov, and Second Foundation was one of his book titles, and so I built a Second Foundation base. It's not like his Second Foundation was on Trantor, the planet-wide city. This is just, you know, one of my tiny bases. Corthram Active Copper Company. Salt mines. Have to have salt mines. You need salt. Boldanger. Toxic Port 148. Just a number I like. 148. I used to be Typo 148 for some people. Colossal Underground Viking Market. It's not a colossal archive that's underground, no. I think my base is underground, though I forget. Haven't been here in ages. Let's explore it together. I don't even know what I've got here. Obviously there's a Viking archive, but I don't know if there's much to see other than that. But yeah, you understand what I mean about keeping my bases small, and then I can build lots of them on one save instead of just one gigantic base that uses up all your part count for the whole save file. Then you have to start another save file, which is, uh, you know, too tedious to mention. Like I've done it often enough, but I don't enjoy that anymore. Basically, is the point. So I just play my main save, and I add up 6,000 hours on my main save. Okay, here we are, obviously on the Colossal Archive already. Right at the boundary between the landing pads there, and oh, there's a landing spot that is not quite right. When he's got a perfectly usable landing pad right here, but he had to land on that rooftop. Not because that's a legitimate landing pad, but we could maybe turn it into one. Yeah. Let's see here. What's that like? That looks like it's part of the building, doesn't it? So if I call him to this landing pad, oops, I fell right off it. Yeah, need to put in some stairs, eh? It looks a little anomalous here, but that's okay. It doesn't interfere with that guy landed there. There, that'll do. Now I'll have a little bit of power just to run the teleporter. And it's got its own trade terminal, so I don't need to build that. I got, do we have a gift for the most, no gift. Okay. I'm disappointed. I'm sad I don't get a gift. I'll have to buy myself a gift. Chart. Oh, you hid my gift. Hid it underground, you say? Hi, how are you today? Business is going well? Blueprints? Components? Oh, yeah, looks like good stuff. I don't need any right now, but I'll keep you in mind if I ever I'm back this way. So, this is the platform that I build some of my colossal bases on, is this platform here. And if I have to expand, I can expand to this platform. But this one is out by the landing pads. That's about the whole base, I think, is. Oh. No. I don't know why I called it an underground base. Is it because part of the landing pad is underground? Is there other parts of the base underground? Yeah, how about these walkways that just go nowhere? A walkway straight into the ground. Is there anything under there? I can't even dig in there. No, I can't dig it out. It's buried forever. How about this ramp? It's a little better. It actually goes to a landing pad over there. Not too much underground, just a little bit. Is there supposed to be a connection there? I can't snap to it, but I might be able to make it look like there's, let's see, metal parts. It won't snap, but I could line it up pretty good, I guess. A little bit of overlap to keep from showing the ground through it. It won't even snap there. Why is that? Won't even snap to that. Snap placement. That's really weird. Oh, it's because it's overlapping with the legs there or something. It was almost there. Yeah, it's snapping now. Oh, I almost lined it up properly. Now I have to. Yeah, that'll do. There. Now I fixed your walkway for you there, Mr. Archive Overseer. Is that a thing? Big old dragon. Isn't that cute? Dragons. Stegosaurus dragons with hippopotamus heads. I thought they were more dragon-like than that from a distance. I got the fin of a dragon, but that's about it. Yeah, he looks pretty happy. Oh, what's this? No, it's just the legs of the tripod for the. We got some antennas hanging down, eh? those antennas, or what are they? Look like measuring devices or something, like a depth gauge for measuring the depth of holes that you're drilling. But why would they need so many of them? There's 2 for each leg. So they decided that the legs were stable enough to build the rest of the archive, and they just left all their infrastructure there. Okay, time to go look for my present. I bought the map here, right? Planetary chart. Ancient ruined site detected. I hope my gift isn't ruined. Abandoned ruin, or no, ancient ruin. Hold to mark. Let's go visit it. That's not it. That's not it, is it? No. Here, ancient ruin. 42 minutes. 40 some minutes. Uh, 3 days now. And 24, 3, 2, 1 second. 0. We are there. Just have to get below the clouds. 6 seconds. Weather warning, radioactive supercell. Supercell, is that with tornadoes? I hope not. I need to do some digging here. I don't want any tornadoes bothering me. I have to dig up some keys to find my present. There's a key. Got that key out of that case there, right? Never actually saw the case, but I'm pretty sure it was there. Fragment. Case like that one. There it is. Ancient key. Ancient fragment. Ancient key. Large artifact. Crate. Is it? That's my present, isn't it? Oh boy, what's in the box? It's... Oh, gotta unlock it. With the keys they gave me. A curious thesis. Historical document. 924 years old. Carefully packed in a container, wrapped in paper to keep it free of stains. Small bundle of hair clipped to the inside cover. Wow. What a present. not even my birthday. Oh. Ow. Go back to the base. Yeah, it is marked. That's the annoying thing about those colossal archives. They're easy to lose sight of them, and then you have to refind them, and you probably won't find the same one again. You find another one, and underground Viking market. Oh, is it underground because this is a pirate system? That may be why I called it underground. It's a black market colossal archive in a pirate system. So it wasn't finished rendering there when I landed. That's not finished rendering either. There we go. So, what's this gonna do? Oh, no. My artifact, the museum doesn't want my artifact. A curious thesis, historical document. I think I have to go to a different archive to trade this up for a better gift. Let's see. This is a Viking archive, so I want to go to a Korvax archive then, which I think I had. Korvac, Tiny Colossal Depot is a Korvac archive. Hope it's not bugged again. Hour and a half since we restarted. Here we go. We made it to the Tiny Colossal Archive. So we got the teleporter with the solar panel, battery, and a floor panel switch. We got supply depot with 5,000 radon, which is useful. A refiner and a food processor. And that is the tiny base. Notice these lights on the floor, they're not on. They're warning lights to say, oh, teleport in business, stand behind the red line if you don't want to get teleported accidentally. So blinking red light is a warning that the teleport is in operation. When you stand on the pad, it's what I should do is attach a noise maker to it. Noise box. Yeah. Like this. Put it at this end. Put it here. Just get it a bit square here. And hook it up to power. I think. Not a byte beat cable. Not a teleport cable. Wiring. Wire. Wire. So now there's an audible alarm as well.
Radiation protection falling.
Tonal output. Oh, it changed tone. Get higher and higher tone. I'm not sure what frequency ranges Viking can hear, but presumably they'll hear that and stand back. You, you think Viking hear all frequencies? Oh, that would be quite the trick. I'm not sure if that is really possible, but it may be possible in No Man's Sky. I already talked to this guy, didn't I? Oh, this is Korvax anyway, not Viking. Korvax, yeah, they can hear whatever frequencies they want to hear. Not exactly a siren, but yeah, if I were to hook up several of those boxes and tune them to different frequencies, you could probably make a pretty good siren sound, if not very loud. Oh, what's this? This is just another floor I built for these supply depot cans. Obviously have a mine out at some hot spot. Oh, there's a shuttle. Yeah, it's a shuttle. There's another shuttle. Lots of business shuttles coming to the depot, the archive. Convergence smiles upon this moment. We have waited so long. And that's in his own language. Smiles upon this moment. We've waited so long. The life form is serene, appearing unfazed by the troubles of this universe. Well, he's so happy, make him even happier. Give him a gift. Accepts my gift with gratitude. +1 alignment. Practice language skills. Clear my throat. Depleted or visit or monolith or slave. Let's try the word for monolith. Flinches as though pained. Their visor flashed red just for a moment. Oh dear, I injured him with my pronunciation. Okay, I'll let you be. Little green lights on the landing pads. Is that only when there's a ship on them? Seems to be, eh? Oh, it's red when there's no ship. And green. Green when it's not safe to land, and red when it is safe to land. Huh. That's how those aliens wind up parking on top of you. I need to explain to them that red is for danger and green is for safety. Nitrogen salt and glass. Yeah, I think I bought them before. So, time to get out of here. Oh no, I was gonna try my gift in the archive, and I've been to this one too recently. I have to find another Corvax on. Easiest way is to find one on this planet, which simply requires alien. No, yeah, commercial maps, right? So, where did I hide my commercial maps? On my freighter. Need the freighter in system to get the maps out of the vaults. Commercial cartographic data. 17. Okay, take 8. Planetary chart? Did it? It didn't pop. Oh, it was maybe, yeah. Similar building already marked. Just keep pressing until it gives it to you. Another archive. Yeah, there it is. Now, I don't want to target the ship. Okay, go back to my ship, wherever I this isn't the same one. This has got my ship down on the ground. Over here. It's the landing pad. But that's okay. I'm going to find the other archive, right. And not far away after at all, really. Wait for the green rings. There's some green rings, I think. There they are. Okay. This should be a new archive, never been visited by me in the last 2 months at least. So, I have down here a curious thesis of a historical document. Out of Korvax archive. Is this the right place to go? Yes, historical document. Archaeologists will be compensated for all contributions. So, see if I can get a more rare, equivalent or greater rarity. Oozing samples. 695 years old. That's still not very rare if you ask me. Let's try again. Secure, slightly lurking for a bit. Okay. You're familiar with the archives and how the biological sample now. This is all for my gift, right? Carbonized arthropod bones. Arthropods have bones? I thought they were exoskeletons. They have a shell. I don't know. Fossil sample. Submit carbonized arthropod bones. Ah, this is rare. 1866 years old. Rare item found. A pile of electrified goblets. Wow. Unearthed treasure. Yeah. Treasure bears the faint outline of a family crest. Perhaps its owner's descendants are out there somewhere looking for the last trace of their ancestor. Yeah. I'll put it on the market. Put it up on eBay, see if they find it. So, I upgraded my gift from a common artifact to a rare one. That's it here. Pile of electrified goblets. Value 1,700,122 units. So, we need to sell some stuff anyway. The Gravitino balls. Anything else? I think it's coming to the end of the stream here anyways. We'll just sell this stuff. Ionized chlorine. I can't believe I'm keeping all this junk. Quantum computer. We've got so many slots now that we don't really have to throw out so much stuff at all. We wind up with tons of junk that we don't really need anyway. Navigation. Oh, why are you whispering in my ear there, somebody? Sell the nip-nip. Sell the albumin pearls. Silver, sell it. Proto milk, I don't like that anyway. Dormant flood oak samples. Delicate flora, sell it. Sac vermin, radon, nitrogen, salt, glass. Pile of electrified, only 1.66 million. Thanks for the gift from the guild. You were watching me do that, weren't you? You don't know that I traded in your gift already, though. Okay. So, have to save it again. Let's find a landing pad. Oh, it's this one. Just a common control panel. Call Starship. Because I got no base, no landing pads at this. Oh, he's underground more than ever. That whole landing pad is underground. You don't want to go to that one. No excuse either. They could have dug it out 1,000 times. So yeah, I'm parked on the other side here, not underground, thank goodness. So, do it. Saving in progress, restore point saved. I think that's all for today. Thank you everybody for coming, and hope to see you again another time when we can explore more bases or explore archives. Gee, there's a big red window up there. It looks like something in there. It's just more of the archive. Okay, folks, I'm going to shut her down now, and You all have good weekends. If I don't see ya, I'm just going to shut it off. Thank you. Bye-bye.